Is there any highway more legendary than Route 66? Likely not. Just a glimpse of the classic Route 66 sign immediately brings this American icon to mind. Celebrated for its deep historical roots and the stunning scenery along its path, Route 66 stands as the ultimate symbol of the American open road. With that spirit, we've chosen to honor it by sharing 10 entertaining and intriguing facts about Route 66. Ready to start the journey? Read on and enjoy. Let's start from the very beginning. In 1926, almost 100 years ago, Route 66 was established, covering a total of 2,448 miles. It was one of the original highways built under the then new numbered highway system, also known as the Federal Highways. The route famously started in Chicago, Illinois, and stretched all the way to Santa Monica, California, passing through Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. At the time, Route 66 proved to be a quick and easy way to get to the western part of the country, which logically led to an increase in its popularity. If you find yourself driving along the 2,448 miles that make up Route 66, you'll certainly come across a fair share of outstanding landmarks, including American icons like the St. Louis Gateway Arch or the Santa Monica Pier. Not only that, you might want to explore some natural wonders, such as a 50,000-year-old meteor crater located in the heart of Arizona. However, if you're more interested in landmarks focused on unusual or outlandish topics, there are plenty of roadside attractions worth visiting. For instance, you might want to stop for a few hours in San Bernardino, California, to visit the original McDonald's location, now turned into a museum. If you find yourself driving along the 2,448 miles that make up Route 66, you'll certainly come across a fair share of outstanding landmarks, including American icons like the St. Louis Gateway Arch or the Santa Monica Pier. Not only that, you might want to explore some natural wonders, such as a 50,000-year-old meteor crater located in the heart of Arizona. However, if you're more interested in landmarks focused on unusual or outlandish topics, there are plenty of roadside attractions worth visiting. For instance, you might want to stop for a few hours in San Bernardino, California, to visit the original McDonald's location, now turned into a museum. As we mentioned before, Route 66 is too long for us to include every single state it crosses in this video. However, we still felt the need to pay a small tribute to the two ends that America's Main Street was built to connect. With that in mind, let's start with Chicago, the easternmost point of Route 66. Originally, Route 66 was commissioned as a quicker way to get from Chicago to Los Angeles in response to the large increase in car ownership that occurred in the 1920s. Route 66 shortened the distance between these two cities by 200 miles, providing an easy-to-follow route for millions of Americans. Nowadays, a route connecting Illinois and California seems almost logical, but at the time, it took the efforts of a visionary group of entrepreneurs to plan the construction of Route 66. Among them, one individual stands out, known to history as the father of Route 66, an Oklahoma businessman named Cyrus Avery. A resident of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Avery was truly a jack of all trades. Originally a school teacher, he went on to become a businessman, an insurance agent, and an oil man after founding the Avery Oil and Gas Company in 1904. In the 1920s, Avery was a member of the federal board appointed to create the Federal Highway System, where he rallied for the establishment of what we now know as Route 66. Who says Route 66 was meant only for automobiles? Certainly not Charles C. Pyle, a member of the Route 66 Association, who in 1928 introduced a bold promotional idea for the new highway, a cross-country foot race from Los Angeles to New York City. Covering an incredible 3,400 miles, the race offered an equally impressive reward of $25,000, an amount that would be just under $400,000 today. Nearly 300 runners made the journey across the United States, traveling along Route 66 and stopping at multiple checkpoints along the way. In the end, victory went to Andy Payne, a Cherokee citizen, who completed the race in 573 hours. It seems only logical that such an iconic route has inspired a plethora of songs, books, and paintings. Let's take a moment to pay homage to some masterworks of American culture that celebrate everything Route 66 has to offer. Celebrated authors like John Steinbeck and Jack Kerouac have set their novels on the highway, with Steinbeck nicknaming Route 66 the Mother Road. Perhaps most famously, songwriter Bobby Troup wrote the song "Get Your Kicks On, Route 66" while traveling on the highway on a road trip across America. The song became a smash hit in 1946 after it was recorded by the Nat King Cole Trio, and it was subsequently covered by music legends like the Rolling Stones, Chuck Berry, and Bing Crosby. During the 1950s, President Eisenhower pushed to modernize the nation's roadways by developing a more advanced highway system made up of new routes linking all 50 states. In 1956, he signed the Federal Interstate Act, a decision that inadvertently set in motion the events that would ultimately bring Route 66 to an end. After many years, Route 66 was officially removed from the highway system in 1985. Even so, much of the historic road remains accessible today. Approximately 85% of the original route can still be driven, with numerous markers indicating where the highway once ran. As noted earlier, Route 66 offers an abundance of breathtaking scenery for nature enthusiasts. With that in mind, you may be interested to learn that Missouri is home to a state park named in honor of the famous highway. Route 66 State Park sits on the grounds of the former town of Times Beach, Missouri, along the Merrimack River. Beyond its scenic vistas and walking trails, the park also features the historic Route 66 Bridge, which is presently being restored. We'll conclude this video with a lesser-known fact about Route 66. While the highway has inspired countless famous songs, it also has a unique way of making music itself. To help drivers maintain the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit, the New Mexico Department of Transportation came up with a clever solution. Rumble strips were installed at specific locations so that vehicles traveling at the correct speed actually play the tune of America the Beautiful. We'll conclude this video with a lesser-known fact about Route 66. While the highway has inspired countless famous songs, it also has a unique way of making music itself. To help drivers maintain the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit, the New Mexico Department of Transportation came up with a clever solution. Rumble strips were installed at specific locations so that vehicles traveling at the correct speed actually play the tune of America the Beautiful.